Hi, it's me, Rasheed, coach, speaker and author, and welcome to this, the November episode of Catch the Coach. This monthly show, check-in with me once every month for fulfillment and greater inner peace. And this month's episode is all around connecting. And connecting is important all the time, but it's especially important in challenging time. You know, whether we believe it or not, we see it or not, we're ultimately interconnected, interrelated, we're interdependent. But so often, so much of the events of life, the politics of life, the day-to-day work, and the day-to-day issues of life, the work, the relationship stuff of life, and the ups and downs of life can see those kind of connections kind of frayed, or we kind of forget, or we become afraid. And so this episode is all about connecting. And connecting to yourself and connecting to others. And in the print episode of this, it's full of lots of details of lots of events that I'm running to help people connect, especially in these really challenging, changing times. And so I'm going to be sharing a few tips that is in the, for those of you who get the online version of the newsletter, which you can subscribe to at any time on my website. So I'm just going to share with you a number of things and share with you some really exciting events. First of all, I want to just say a huge thank you to everyone who's joining us for the Coaching Confidence Masterclass series to help budding coaches and people of all backgrounds just to flourish in their lives, their careers, their businesses. A series of 6 masterclasses. There's about 80 of you going on that program. It's been great seeing you all these Wednesdays between now and December. Next up is my tip for the month, which is all about connecting. And first of all, connecting, number one, is to yourself. You know, just take that time, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, to connect to yourself, to your health, to your well-being. And that takes us nicely to tip number 2, which is about your health. So, you know, after you've taken that time out for yourself just to be in and breathe, it's really important that we reconnect to our health. What are the things that you could do you could do just to tweak or to improve your health routine? As many of us find ourselves going back into lockdown, it might well be that we started good habits or bad habits or things that might need to shift. What are the things that you could do, tweak? Maybe it is that you could go for a walk, go for a run, if you're able to, or to just move about, get outside. Whatever it is that your body allows you to, you know, just moving, you know, even just, you know, when we're just stretching, just making sure we just move around. It's really important, especially if we find ourselves indoor a lot of the time. Anything that you're able to do to keep the body moving, active, is really, really, really important. No matter how small it is, it's really important that we keep on moving. Next up, friends and family. Who could really value from a call from you? Who's really in a little bit of need, who would value from hearing from you. So even though we might need to do it in a physical distance way, do make sure you keep those friends and family ties. When somebody comes to mind, why not drop them a line? Next up are the people you've lost touch with. Here's the beautiful, wonderful opportunity right now to reconnect with them. Drop them a line, reconnect with those people you've lost contact with that are still in your heart. Next up, passions. This is a great time to reconnect to those passions. It might be reading, it might be writing, it could be anything, it could be playing. It's a good time right now to reconnect to those things that you're really, really, really passionate about. So reconnecting to drawing, writing, anything can be really, really powerful. Creative things can be really, really nourishing. Next up, reconnecting to your sense of humour. You know, life can get very, very serious. Times like this can be really serious, but having fun, play is really, really, really important. You know, just bringing a lightness into it. And for you and for everybody else, seeing that big picture, seeing the big perspective is really, really important. And last but by no means least, linked to that is kind of playfulness. Just, you know, just having play, fun, joy, playfulness, that light of spiritness is really important. So that's that. And now I want to talk to you about a number of events that I'm running. And some of you might know, those of you in business might be interested to know that the British Library is running a series of reset restarts to help businesses during these really difficult kind of changing and challenging times. I'm running a reset restart coffee morning. The next dates of that are Friday the 20th of November between 10 and 11 a.m. There's another on Wednesday the 2nd of December between 2 and 3 p.m. and Thursday the 10th of December 12 to 1 p.m. If you head onto the British Library's website, you'll see all the dates under those dates that I've mentioned. I'll try and put a couple of links below here, but it's an opportunity now to really reset, rethink, to pause, to breathe, and to help those of us who are self-employed and so on during these challenging times, giving them time to breathe, pause, connect and reconnect, get clearer. Next is a really special event. I'm delighted to announce that I'm running with some contacts. Creative Talkspace is an event that we are running on Sunday the 4th of November. It's to help creatives during this challenging time of COVID-19. So if you're an artist, creative, writer, dancer, singer, performer, run a creative business, maker of some kind, sculptor, do you do anything to do with creativity, dance, choreography, you name it, artist, performer, mindful that we find ourselves in really challenging times where many people have, work for many people has dried up or been able to perform and so on, whatever it is that you are. We're running a very special event called Creative Talkspace, 4 to 5 p.m. GMT. I'm going to be joined by a handful of creative friends who are all coaches, but they're also performers as well, creatives as well, to provide that safe space where we can talk about where it is that we are, what are the challenges that we faced, how is it that we're able to deal with the challenges, the anxiety, the pressures, and to provide a little bit of space for people to connect, the power again of that connecting. So join us there on Sunday the 22nd of November for Creative Talkspace. If you go along to my website on the events page and my website, and what I'll do is I'll put a link below this to the events page on my website where you can see all of these events. Okay. Compassion check-in is really important. Compassion check-in is an event I was running when we had the first lock-in, lockdown, right? Sometimes feels like a bit of a lock-in. Wednesdays at 12 noon. I'm running a few of them now, but probably the last one this year is on Wednesday the 2nd of December at 12 noon. It's to help us move from anxiety to inner peace. You can register on my website. Again, the events are on my website. I will put that link below here. And it's really important that during times like these, we continue to network. And so many of you may know I run an event called Networking for Success Express. That's now online. Again, it's free, like all the events that I've mentioned to you today. It is free. And Networking for Success helps you to network effectively, authentically, and nerve-free. And increasingly, we're going to need to network remotely, online, and so on. So we share tips and tools around that. And the next date for that is, again, December the 10th. That's between 2 and 3 p.m. And finally, those of you who run your own business, join me for Soul Trader, the Soul Trader webinar that I run, based on the book Soul Trader, Putting the Heart Back into Your Business. Soul Trader, Building Your Business by Heart. The webinar takes place again on the 10th of December, but between 10 and 11 a.m. I beg your pardon. Networking for Success is at 2 to 3 p.m. on the same day. This is at 10 to 11 a.m. and it just is about the 7 C's: clarity, customers, courage, cooperation, conversations, creativity, and compassion, and finally, change, which is an additional one, change. So join me there for that. My quote for the week, my quote for the month is that people ask you the questions, how's life treating you? But my question is, how are you treating life? On that, your happiness depends. People ask you the questions, how's life treating you? But my question is, how is it that you're treating life? On that, your happiness rests. So there's something about how we show up. There's something about how we show up to life. There's something about how we show up to others, our friends, our colleagues, the people who even we're having difficulties with, the spirit that we treat them with. On that, our happiness rests. So that's it from me, Rasheed. I do hope to see you at some of these events. They're put on free. I'm mindful at times like these, it's important that we all do the thing that we can do. And so for me, it's something very, very dear to my heart to be able to just do a little something that's to help people at times like these. And just to say that all the British Library events are run in proud partnership with the British Library's Business and Intellectual Property Centre. Those of you who are starting growing your own businesses, and I know mindful many of you are going through incredibly challenging times now, there's heaps and heaps of support, advice and so on available from British Library and their network of libraries, and lots of these events now, they're available online. And the whole Restart programme, which I hope I mentioned earlier, but I may not have done in all these events, that program of events is there just to help you in these challenging times. And so check out the British Library's Business and IP Centre, particularly the events page. But there's loads of information and resources, but there's loads of events right now that again are going to give you that opportunity to connect to other like-minded people, but also to connect to experts who are running these particular sessions to help you on this particular journey. So thank you so much. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for connecting with me here and now, and good luck for the month ahead, and see you soon. And one last thing about connecting, remember we can stay connected. Join me on my Instagram page. I'm at Rasheed Ogunlaru. On my Twitter page, again, I'm at Rasheed Ogunlaru. On the YouTube page, you can find me there. There's an official Facebook page. There's a Soul Trader Facebook page and a YouTube channel as well. There's loads of ways to stay connected. So I just want to say lots of love to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. All the best. Bye-bye. Take really good care. See you. Bye-bye.